How far would you row a boat? Would you row from Europe to Trinidad? 5 people took up the challenge and created a new world record. CNews reporter Mahalia Joseph caught up with one of the crew members before he flew back to Europe to find out how they survived their 52-day trip across the Atlantic.
As unbelievable as it sounds, Ralph Town and 4 others took up the challenge to row their boat from Portugal, Europe to the Caribbean. They were headed to Guyana but made it to Trinidad instead. To achieve their world record, they put in a lot of work with little time to rest.
We rowed continuously. It's all the time, 2 hours rowing, 2 hours rest, 2 hours rowing, day and night on. So we never slept more than 1.5 hours for everybody.
Ralph has been rowing to different countries for years, but most of the time he does it solo. His longest journey alone lasted 281 days. He rowed from South America to Australia. After rowing for so many days, one must get tired. He explains that it takes a while for his body to get used to the land.
I'm a little tired, and we had all the same food on board, and I have the feeling now when I'm on land I really still have to get used on the normal food, and we ate a lot on board, but also to the temperatures, so I feel a little sick. I feel really have to cope with the normal weather and the normal lifestyle again. I have some hard days with that.
How did Ralph and his crew eat for 52 days? The fish of the sea were a great option, but they also needed high-calorie foods for energy.
We had all our freeze-dried packages of expedition foods, and it means like you have to boil water, you add it to the meal, you wait for 5 minutes and you have a good meal, although it's horrible to eat. But still then on the boat, especially like the last 2 weeks, it was really hot, but we were resting, we were sweating all the time, it cost us so much energy, and the same for rowing.
He says to row a boat over long distances, one must be determined to survive at sea.
Some of the other rowers, they became more quiet and quiet every hour, and especially the female rower, she started to cry more often, and I really had to offer her, I had to help her to get it through it, because she was really frightened. Sometimes she really felt like this is my last day, I'm going to die.
Ralph tells us that he makes sure to stay in contact with his children while at sea, even though they have grown accustomed to him leaving for long periods of time.
But my children are always so used that I do this kind of thing, so like, it's just like, okay, Daddy, hello, where are you? When are you coming back? Okay, I'll see you back in Holland, we'll pick you up from the airport, and bye-bye.
The Netherlands ambassador to Trinidad, Jerome de Graaf, says when he heard of the news, he met up with the crew immediately.
I felt extremely proud because I read that they set a new world record, that they have been more than 50 days on their own at sea, rowing without a motor. So that is quite an achievement.
Ralph will be making his way to Trinidad again later this year by himself. Mahalia Joseph, CNews.